Okay, well, this video is going to be a bit of speculation on my part, but I thought, I just really, the thought came into my mind after watching this video, and I'm going to play some of this video, maybe the whole thing, I don't know. I was thinking that, the thought came to my mind, and I wanted to get into that a little bit. Well, first of all, you're looking at this individual here. That is Jared Kushner. Well, I had made a couple of videos on my channel. This one here, Trump the Pseudo-Messiah. And I think I laid out and then I made this video here too. You can look at these all on my YouTube and BitChute channel. He was given the key to the abyss. Symbolically, you'll see that. And I made another video, if I can find it, about Trump being I believe he's the Antichrist, or the beast, the first beast. However, I was always wondering who potentially could be the false prophet, and I think right there, we're looking on the cover there of this video, I think that individual, after watching these clips, and I'll play a little bit, like I said, I think this guy could potentially be, and this is, granted, I don't have any particular direct word, but I believe, I'm just speculating, but this guy's looking pretty false prophetish because Revelation 13, and I wanted to reference Revelation 13, talks about two different beasts. Like, for example, Revelation 13:1, and it says, I stood upon the sand of the sea and saw a beast rise up out of the sea, having 7 heads and 10 horns, and upon his horn 10 crowns, and upon his heads the name of blasphemy. Now, that's talking about the beast system, but there's also, within these scriptures, like, for example, Revelation 13:3, and I saw one of his heads, I'm going to interject, the little horn. I believe Trump is the little horn. As it was wounded to death, and his deadly wound was healed, and all the world wondered after the beast. Now, that's the first beast. The beast, Scripture tells us, the beast from the sea. Now, apparently this beast is going to be wounded, the first beast. And I believe Trump is the first beast. But later, Revelation 13 talks about, in 13:11, it says, I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth. So there's the beast from the sea, and there's the beast from the earth. This is symbolic language, but it says, and he had 2 horns like a lamb, and he spoke as a dragon. And he exercised, now this is a key scripture here. It says, and he exercised all the power of the first beast before him, and causeth the earth and them which dwell therein to worship the first beast, whose deadly wound was healed. And I believe there is going to be something that happens to the first beast where he gets a deadly wound but was healed. So the second beast is going to do with great wonders, that he maketh fire come down from heaven on the earth. Who knows what's going to happen with the individual I was pointing to first? But let me play some of this video, and I'm just, this is my video, my channel, so I can kind of talk about what I think might potentially be accurate. And I'm thinking that Jared Kushner could very well, a lot of people, this gentleman, or this person who made this video, and I'll leave the link, said he was the Antichrist. I believe the Antichrist is already here, and he will be finally revealed. But I believe the false prophet, I think this guy's going to fill the role of the false prophet, in my opinion. I could be totally wrong. Again, I said, I keep repeating this, but this is speculative. This is not any set in stone, because I don't operate that way, but just based on what I'm seeing. So let me just play a little bit of this video. It's very good. I mean, I want to stop it for 1 second. You see, he's all of a sudden now we're hearing all these headlines about him and purchasing land off the coast of Albania, and then you hear him, the guy with the keys in his hand to Gaza. They've annihilated Gaza. Now they want to make this luxurious, make Gaza this new smart city. And it's just kind of interesting how this is all factoring in right now. I mean, Jared Kushner works hand in glove with Israel. I mean, why is he the one? They call it Project Sunrise. All AI driven.
For a long time, Jared Kushner has been trying to turn Gaza into an AI metropolis smart city. But why Gaza? Well, Bible prophecy may have something to do with it. Check this out. If you watch this presentation, one thing is clear. The brains behind everything that has been happening is Kushner. Remember, even months ago, it was revealed that it was Kushner who had a master plan that he had been working on.
There are plans already.
Yeah, we have plans already. We have a master plan already. And by the way, Jared's been pushing this, and we're working together.
And so not only was Kushner the one who had the brains behind the Abraham Accords years ago and the Israel peace deals, but now we see that the entire Board of Peace is largely not only formed by Kushner, but it was done also so that investors and many nations could come together for the involvement of Kushner's Project Sunrise plan.
Turning a war-torn enclave into a world-class futuristic city filled with beach resorts and high-tech trains. That's the blueprint behind Project Sunrise, administration proposal pitching Gaza's reconstruction, obtained by the Wall Street Journal. U.S. officials say a team led by Jared Kushner and Middle East envoy Steve Witkoff developed the plan over the past month and a half. A 32-page presentation outlines a 4-phase rebuild, starting with humanitarian relief and ending with a luxury development along Gaza's coast. The $112 billion 10-year plan would be anchored by nearly $60 billion in U.S. grants and loan guarantees.
Remember, he said that he wanted to turn Gaza into an AI smart city right leading up to the formation of the Board of Peace. And now that the Board of Peace has formed, Jared Kushner gives his grand speech. And the main focus of the speech is what? How Gaza will be turned into a smart city. And now we have the involvement to get this thing off the ground, to make it a reality.
Okay, so now I'm gonna stop that. I'll leave the link. Very good video. Go watch it. But it seems to me that it is interesting. I find it very interesting that Kushner is the son-in-law of the Trumpster, and how all along he's been kind of hiding behind the scenes. But to me, he would be a very good potential candidate to be the false prophet, being that he works hand in glove with Israel. And just something kind of interesting there. I think we need to keep our eyes on him, and wanted to share that because I found it very interesting. So I thought my viewers might. And with that said, thanks for listening.